I wanted to just talk about some of the league guys that have come over to Union, just to service the audience,
Yeah.
and specifically Andy Farrell.
Yeah.
Right, he is an icon of our game.
Yeah.
Ours, both of
Yeah.
them across there.
I don't think you'll ever see one of him. I was thinking about him the other day, like what he's done has just been unbelievable. I don't think there's anybody been able to do what he's done in just reach the absolute pinnacle in both sports.
Sean Edwards might argue,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
was he as good as league as Andy Farrell?
Yeah. And Faz is in that hard position. He's the head man. Do you know, that's the... So like Faz in rugby league, you know, when I look back on my career, I just remember what an incredible player he was. He was just, you know, when you're playing against Wigan, you knew you'd have to be on against him carrying the ball, and he was always at it, and he drove standards. When we played for Great Britain, he drove standards in Great Britain. You know, he was an hard trainer with how he did things. And I think at that point, we don't always see eye to eye because we're bitter rivals against each other. You know, if you get into Faz and have a go at him, you go a long way to beating Wigan with it. So that brings a lot of animosity with it. But I found, and so my view then was, I'm not going to respect you, you know, because when I play against you, I just want to give you everything I've got. When I look back on my career now, and certainly look back on Faz's career, I got so much respect for him as a league player anyway. Yeah, but then just, I think his transition for me has been incredible from playing in, you know, for England, and then he's had that long pathway developing as a coach. And from what I can see on the outside looking in, the guy Andy Farrell, who's a coach now, has changed so much from the guy Andy was the captain. When he was a captain, he was very direct, bollocking people. That was the style a bit back then, though, wasn't it, 25 years ago? Whereas now, I think I just hear he's created this culture where players want to come in, they want to buy into him. He understands people, he takes his time with people, builds relationships, but then he's also got that. He's got presence, hasn't he? You know, you walk in a room and you know he's there in the room with it, and he's got that great combination of both. And just when I like watching Ireland play. I do like watching Ireland play because I think they fucking give it everything. I think they're skillful, but from an outsider watching a sport, I can recognise when people give everything they've got, and I reckon he's got a group that give everything they've got with it. Yeah, so I have so much respect for him.
Yeah,
I think he's not spoke about enough. Like he's more than once in a generation. Like, he's once in a century type of bloke, isn't he? As you look back on what he's achieved now.
You said it. That's exactly it. I think him and Owen.
Yeah.
And I played with Owen.
Yeah.
Interviewed Owen actually on the show, which was amazing because he doesn't do much as well.
Yeah.
Andy doesn't do much. Andy said he might come on. He's thinking about it.
Yeah.
He listens to the show all the time. But there's an enigma around them. But I actually like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't need him to speak about it because you're not that it devalues him or anything like that. But the fact that there is an enigma around him, there is that respect, and that's a really difficult trait to have. What he's got, that emotional intelligence, and that is right. And again, we're on this masculinity. He is the epitome, I think, of what it is to be a fucking man.
Yeah,
like
I'd agree.
The modern day man.
Yeah,
right. Everything you hear.
Yeah.
Okay, how he interacts with the wives and the kids, and you're in that sport. I'm going to say it again: of violence and chaos. But look how he played.
Yeah.
So that's in him, right?
Yeah.
So that is in him, like it is in you and me a bit.
Yeah.
But like it's in, and to do what he's done, and that's why Ireland, when they didn't win the quarterfinal and they got knocked out, he was standing the test of time.
Yeah.
Because it's undeniable what he is. Right?
Yeah, he is. I mean, just the what he's managed. You don't often see. I think if I get this right, I might be wrong, but the coach he had in there was successful. And normally, when you're an assistant who takes over, you do not have success,
True.
right? It's proven time and time again, that isn't it?
Well, you can become like a little bit like the furniture, don't you? And it's like,
I
don't know what the psychology is around it. But right, sorry, go on.
Yeah, you know, you don't, and you see that time and time again with. Particularly people who've been good coaches, and then the assistant takes over because the good coach goes somewhere else, right? You don't see a lift, but you've seen a lift again with what he's done with the team. And just like you said, the thing I think's just huge about him is just his development as a person, from who he was as a 25-year-old captain of Great Britain, captain of England, you know, this like warrior, straight talking, blunt. to who he is now, like a well-rounded, empathetic, emotionally intelligent person. But I think you can see from an outsider looking in, every Irish player knows what lines they can cross and which ones they can't with him, right? With that, and they know the repercussions if they do cross the lines. But I reckon they could go and confide in him about when they've got something really wrong with the family or the kids or something in their life, and he'd go, yes, wait, I've got you. You do what you need to do, and I'll see you for the game. Be ready. He's got that, hasn't he?
Mate, yeah. I love listening to you talk about him like that. You talk about rugby league and how you solve rugby league. Imagine, right, a billionaire, it's going to need a billionaire comes in, right, and they say, Jamie, you're taking Bradford, you're the head coach.
Yeah.
Kev, you're taking Leeds. Andy Farrell, Wigan, mate.
Yeah.
Right, and bring Owen as well to play. Because I spoke to Owen and he said he considered going back to Wigan.
Yeah.
Going back to Wigan, as in to play for Wigan, going home to Wigan to play for...
There was all the rumours, wasn't there, going around?
That would have been mega. And that's what it needs. It needs an injection. And it needs money and all of these things. But the story of you legends is there.
Yeah.
We're running out of time.
Yeah.
But the story is there. Like, imagine bringing Sean Edwards back. He can do the Catalan. He's over there.